Hello folks, welcome back to another Monday impromptu, pretty much unedited video. We've got some great fragrances, 3 fragrances where I've used up the whole bottle of a fragrance, and that shows that these bad boys deliver every time. Before we do that, you might be interested to know Chypre Fulminare by my brand Norton & Wilson is now back in stock in the USA and Canada. There is a link in the description of this video. This is an amazing Chypre fragrance with power and potency, vibrant zesty citrus notes, and incredible dry down with vetiver in there. Very, very potent and really one of our most appreciated fragrances of our 4 amazing scents. So go to nortonandwilson.com. The other thing you might be interested to know is that if you want to get fragrance samples in the USA, Canada, or Puerto Rico, you need to go to myfragrancesamples.com. Amazing range of scents there. I highly recommend them. There is a link in the description of this video for those guys too. Okay, so let's talk about 3 that never fail. And I'm going to give you a bit of other stuff on the channel. I'm trying to make it a channel about smelling good whilst living your best life. We're calling it the Winning at Life community. I'm a bit jaded with the standard fragrant content out there, and if you find that interesting, please do subscribe to the channel. I am offering something different to the other slightly repetitive videos out there of the bigger channels, which seem to work for them, but I just can't bring myself to try and copy that format anymore. Erolfa from Creed. I've emptied a whole 100ml bottle, okay? Maybe not my most exciting video, because you may have heard of some of these before, but if you're new to the channel, hello. Erolfa from Creed, 1992 release. What a fantastic, sensational citrus aromatic fragrance this is. I did talk about in my last video the fact that I don't think there's such a thing as niche quality versus designer quality, and it's a bit of BS bullshit. However, I have to admit, Creed fragrances just have this incredible naturalness, this real natural kind of smell about these citrusy ones that they do. And I really, really enjoy this fragrance. So it's zesty citrus. It has that kind of sea air ambergris thing that Creed are so famous for, and a sort of a hint of a sort of a muskiness in there, a white muskiness with crisp white woods as well. Somebody once said, I think it was my great friend Greggy Boy 76, it was a bit like if you went down to the seaside, smelled the ozone in the sea air with some of the citrus fruits being sold down at the beach. It really is very, very natural. It's very vibrant. It's classy. It's a classic eau de cologne, but with something a bit more exciting to it. I really love that one, and I've absolutely used gallons of it. I must buy another bottle of this fantastic juice. Okay, moving on. Actually, before we do that, a little bit of watch content. I do love collecting vintage wristwatches. I've been showing off some expensive ones recently. Here's something completely different. This is a Ginsbo watch. Ginsbo, a Swiss brand, and this is a 60s, could even be 50s watch. Lovely dial design there. I love what they've done with the dial with that crosshair pattern, that configuration there, the beautiful indices there, and I really like the way the hands look too. It's a Ginsbo Greenwich, is it 21 jewels, Swiss made, not a luxury watch at all, cost me under £100 on eBay. I haven't had it serviced or anything, and it's gold plated, so it's not solid gold of course, and it comes with this cheap style old fashioned expandable gold plated bracelet. But you know what, on the wrist, this looks really, really nice. So you don't have to spend huge money to have great fun with vintage wristwatches. Archie Luxury would not be impressed with that shitter. Okay, let's move on. Jimmy Choo Man Ice. I'm sorry because I've mentioned this a little bit lately, so you've got a bit of better focus there. What a great fragrance this is. Douse yourself in this one. This just simply smells of a fantastic lemonade type smell. It's kind of natural, real, homemade lemonade. Very similar. It is very similar to Dior Homme, what's it called? Dior Homme O. I think it's Dior Homme O. Okay, the lemonade-y, citrusy one. And that's a really nice fragrance too. I think that might be discontinued, or it's getting harder to find, and this can be picked up. If you're clever, you can find this at discounters for really great prices. I think I found it for just over £30, actually physically in a department store in the UK. Absolutely amazing fragrance. Beautiful, crisp, modern citrus, or, you know, it doesn't have an old school smell. It's just brilliant. Jimmy Choo Man Ice. I really can't recommend this one enough. And again, I've used tons of it because I've only had it a month or so, and I've already made a massive, massive dent. I just spray absolutely liberally, and then I get good performance. I don't know what it's like if you only spray 3, maybe it's not good performance. Great though if you go ballistic with the sprays, and I do. Same story for Erolfa, really. Bit better performance overall probably on the Erolfa, but I'm happy with both. Okay, now we've got one other one that I want to share with you there, guys, and that one is Boucheron Parfum. And guys, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I have used an entire 100ml bottle of that one, and I'm into my second bottle now. Boucheron Parfum is absolutely brilliant. This one, I think some call it a citrus aromatic, some call it a fougere. It's more green and bitter than the other two. It has depth and a bit more complexity, so it opens up with your classic citrus opening, herbs and aromatic kind of almost kitchen herbs and stuff like that, lavender in there too, and your classic kind of woody masculine base. This is refined, gentlemanly, same kind of aura as things like Creed's Bois de Portugal, but a little bit more fresh and citrusy than that one. Really, really classy. If you want an old school 80s vibe for a fragrance that came out in 1991, this one very cheaply available as well, sort of £30 or something. It's the Eau de Parfum version. There is an Eau de Toilette, which I believe is similar, but I haven't tried. Get the Eau de Parfum. These all deliver. They are really, really good. Let me know what you think about that. More of a quick fire video today. Hopefully you're getting some good fragrance information in a short space of time. Get yourself Boucheron Parfum, or maybe if you've got a bit more money, Creed's Erolfa is expensive. You cannot go wrong though. You really can't, especially on a hot summer's day. With Jimmy Choo Man Ice. If you liked that and thought it was different, please subscribe. Other than that, that's all I have to say. I will see you in the next video. Remember, sometimes life really can stink, but at least we can always smell good. Bye-bye.